The silence in our house on Olentangy Road wasn't peaceful. It was a heavy, suffocating blanket. It had been like that ever since what Mom and Dad called the accident, a hushed phrase they never explained, not even to each other. Mom, usually so vibrant, moved like a ghost, her eyes hollow. Dad, once booming with laughter, was a shadow, his shoulders permanently slumped. My little sister Emily and we just played in our rooms, trying to ignore the strange, new quiet that had settled over everything. It started subtly, a chill in the air, even with the windows closed. A faint, cloying scent like damp earth and something metallic would sometimes hang in the kitchen. I'd find things out of place, a knife from the block on the counter, one of Emily's toy cars in the hallway where no one played. Mom and Dad would just exchange quick, worried glances, then quickly tidy things up. Then came the sounds. Scratches against the basement door late at night, too rhythmic to be the house settling. Once, I heard a soft, wet thud from the pantry, followed by a choked gurgle that made the hair on my arm stand up. I looked at Mom, but she just turned away, her face pale. Dad would just sigh, looking tired. They never talked about it. One evening, Emily, being 5 and curious, wandered into the kitchen. "Mommy," she asked, pointing to a dark, sticky stain on the floor near the back door. "What's that juice?" My breath hitched. I'd seen Mom scrubbing that spot for what felt like hours, convinced it was gone. Dad, coming in, saw it too. His face went ashen. They dragged Emily away, their forced smiles cracking, and cleaned the spot again, with more ferocity this time, as if they could erase not just the stain, but the question. That night, the scratching intensified. It sounded like something desperate, trying to claw its way out of the basement. Dad went downstairs, a baseball bat clutched tight. Mom and I waited at the top of the steps, our hearts hammering. I heard a choked cry, a sickening crack, and then silence. Dad emerged, his face pale and clammy, the bat dragging on the floor. He didn't say anything, just went to bed, leaving the basement door ajar. I couldn't sleep. A strange, insistent whispering drifted up from the open basement. It sounded like my name, then Dad's, then other names, too faint to distinguish. I crept to the top of the stairs, peering into the inky blackness below. The whispering grew louder, weaving into a chorus of accusing voices. And then I saw them. In the deepest shadows, faintly illuminated by a sliver of moonlight from a small, high window, were figures. Not solid, but shimmering, translucent. They moved slowly, their forms indistinct, yet unmistakably human. And they were reaching, their spectral fingers stretching towards the stairs, towards me. The scent of damp earth and metal was overwhelming now, stinging my nostrils. The whispering sharpened, coalescing into coherent words, cold and clear. "You buried us alive." I screamed, a raw, guttural sound that tore through the pre-dawn quiet of Columbus. Dad burst from their bedroom, flipping on the lights. The basement was empty. The scent was gone, but I knew what I had seen. And though Mom and Dad tried to pretend everything was fine, their strained smiles and haunted eyes told a different story. The horrible silence in our house had been a prelude. Now the screams had begun, and I knew, with a chilling certainty, that the horror had just truly begun.